Welcome back. How are you? I just have to click this thingy that says, hello, everyone, welcome back. And there we go. Today is Thursday. Today is the 3rd of August, which means there's 10 days till FanaticCon. And Lance Moran, who runs FanaticCon, it's his heart piece, it's his brainchild, is going quietly crazy. He has made this amazing decision to ask me to go on television live in his place to talk about the show, to talk about the event on Rogers Daytime, which is Ottawa's local community television station. And he dropped off a whole bunch of great props and things with a list of things to say. And now he's terrified because it's just occurred to him that he can't stop me. The only thing holding me back is I only have 7 minutes. And then they're going to yoink me. So this morning he reached out for the, I don't know, 7,000th time. Do you have everything? And I didn't do this, but I really have to for us. Okay. I said, you know what? I have everything. Watch. This is the best bag ever. Do you have everything? And then people just say, oh, and go away. They go away. Finally, they go away. So I was out for dinner last night with some lovely people. And somebody said something very kind to me. He said, oh my God, you look amazing. And I said, well, thank you. And why do you sound so surprised? Which always changes the conversation. Why wouldn't I? Do you think that I'm in the apartment and I look at myself and I think, oh my God, I look terrible. Let's go out and show it. Everybody. People sometimes are really quite strange. So when I was having this conversation with these lovely people, I sensed a couple of things happening, and as I was sensing them, I thought, oh yes, okay, this is an amazing opportunity for me to talk about this on the video, because everything always begins with a bit of reluctance. Everything. Do I really have to get up yet? What time is it? Is it raining? Are there locusts? Even when, good morning, Freddie. How was your polling thing yesterday? How was the voting thing? I hope that went well. Sorry, on Tuesday. And then I realized change, as I often say, change is only hard when we didn't think of it. Change is only hard when we're not excited by the outcome. It's a whole mental thing. If we are keen to get there from here, it's just stuff. It's just stuff. It's not a burden. It's not an uphill battle. It's exciting because we're almost there. And so everything takes place in our heads. And somebody was saying that they'd had some surgery and it was taking a while. They weren't allowed to do a lot of activity until I think it was their knee they were having done. And good morning, Eddie. And so because they were having their knee recovering, they couldn't do all the things they normally do to stay fit. And I said, oh, I have a wonderful hack for that. Not that I'm extremely fit, but it's a thing I know about, and I often say to myself, I got to get back doing that. It's a Canadian military exercise program, and the object of the exercise when this chap came up with it, he was a doctor in the Canadian Air Force. The object of the exercise was to boost core body strength, just to keep the members fit and healthy and moderately active when they weren't on duty. So, because if it's a sedentary job, if you're working in an office, you need to have something that gives you the time and gives you the freedom to do all the other stuff, because you're capable of doing all the other stuff. And so he came up with this really simple program, and it's my dad was on it for years, decades, and I'm on it. from time to time when I remember. And it's really simple. You can Google it. It's called the I don't know if it's called the military program, Canadian military, but you can certainly, if you Google Canadian military, and it's 10BX or 5BX. 5BX is the men's exercise program, 10 is for women. And it's very, very simple core body exercises, and you don't need any equipment. So, and you don't need to go to a gym. You just maybe a mat, to be comfortable lying down on the floor. But that's it. And the reason it works is that you don't increase the number of reps until you're working out for 7 hours every day. You just incrementally, slowly over time, increase the strength that's required. That's it. And they're simple, they're easy. And one of the things that I like about them is that, in this case of this woman who'd had knee surgery, you can do other things that don't require you to put any stress on one particular part of your body. Very helpful. So she said, "Oh, really?" So right away she was interested, curious, and curiosity is the thing. Curiosity gets you past, well, it's not that bad, right? There's another person who said, "Oh God, another exercise. What do I have to do?" And I thought, okay, there's the conversation right there. And so this morning, my episode 170, 170, 170, episode 170 today is, why do I have to take so many steps? Oh my God, how long, how far, how many, how much? And this is what I firmly believe, and I have always believed it. Something happens in our heads. It's a mental click. We don't always hear it, and it's not an aha. That's a different thing. It is a shift, and it's a shift from victim to volunteer. When the person automatically thinks or says or feels, oh, now what? What do I have to do now? That's a victim. That's us in a place where we are exhausted, we're overwhelmed, we have really been pushed past our limits. And there's not much more that we can do. And in spite of that, somebody is in fact asking us to take one more step. And it's mind numbing. And when we look around right now, you know, on the fingers of one hand, we can probably count 37 people who are in that mental state right now. Because for the last 5 or 6 years, we have been struggling to take how many more steps today to feel better? And what do I have to do now? And what's the new formula for this and that and the other thing? And when is it going to end, for God's sake? And I sympathize. Uncertainty, the not knowing, drives us crazy. I'm always saying, tell me how long, tell me how many. If the numbers change later, okay, then you'll tell me there's an update. But give me something that I start with, that I feel I can see where I am, and I can see where I need to be. But this, I can see where I am and everything else is fog. Yeah, I'm not really keen to get in the car, thanks, if I can't even see the end of the driveway. I mean, who knows how far away that is? So my formula for my success, my formula for my saying, okay, is this. 3 steps, 3 questions. And by the way, each one leads to the next. So it's not like, oh gosh, I have to go back and get another 50-pound bag of something and drag it over here. Nope, it's very simple. Why do we have to take so many steps? You don't. You don't. And the people who tell you, well, first of all, you have to empty everything out of your cupboard, and then you have to make a new grocery list. Okay, see, no. First of all, you have to get 3 friends. No. And then you have to attend this function. No. Then you have to buy this stuff. No, 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 no. Okay. So are you ready for the questions? They're ridiculously simple. Hang on. I'm going to brace myself for your surprise and your smiles. Okay. Step one. It's 3 questions. Okay. Step one. Do I have to? Answer. Nope. There. You're done. I don't have to? No. Are you sure? Yep. You're done. Stop asking questions. You don't have to. That was easy. Next. Okay. If you're curious about that, because that doesn't sound like anything else you ever heard, you decide to take the next step. You, not me, you decide. And you say, what if I wanted to? Answer? Awesome. That's it? Yep. Okay. Now you're really curious. Now you're really curious. Curiosity is the most incredible galvanizing trigger. Okay, ready for the third question? The person who says, what if I want to? And they get the answer, awesome. Their next question is, okay, so tell me more. Tell me the who, what, when, where, why, and how. Answer, sure. Are you sure? Yeah, wouldn't have asked if I wasn't. And that's it. That's it. I'm not kidding. That's it. Do you know what's happened? I'll tell you what's happened. All by yourself. You all by yourself did 2 things, important things. And it just took you 3 questions that you asked. I didn't tell you, you must ask 3 questions. I didn't tell you that you must. Not me. You. First question. Do I have to? Nope. What if I want to? Awesome. Okay. Give me the details. You have shifted from overwhelmed, exhausted, demoralized, disconnected, depressed, to curious. To curious. You don't feel overwhelmed when you're curious. You don't feel exhausted when you're curious. When you're curious, you feel excited. You feel that first little glimmer of maybe. You don't feel disconnected when you're curious. You don't feel rudderless when you're curious. When you're curious, you feel hope. You feel anticipation. You feel readiness. All by yourself. You did it. You, not me. Not some great long list of things you have to buy and get and change and shift. No. Here. Do I have to? No. What if I want to? Awesome. Okay. As opposed to, no, not from overwhelmed to in control. You're not in control yet because you don't know. You don't know yet, Eddie, but you're willing to hear what it's about. You're curious, period. Curiosity is opportunity. Curiosity is, maybe I'm hungry after all. Can I see a menu? Can I bring you a menu? No, no. I don't really. Maybe. Give me a few minutes. Okay. Well, that looks really good. Oh my gosh, that smells great. Can I have a menu? Curious. When people demand too much of us, they're thinking of them. They're not thinking of us. They have a list of things. And there we are. They have a list. Here, do this. Do I have to? They say, yes, you have to. If you want to blah, 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 by golly, yes, you have to. That's the wrong attitude. That's going to create exhausted, reluctant, resentful victims. We don't need them. They're dead weight. You know what you do with dead weight on a Viking boat? Why? Well, so here's the thing. It is 3 steps. Do I have to is a victim. What if I want to is curiosity. Tell me more is a volunteer. And curiosity is the trigger. And curiosity cannot be forced on anyone. It is our choice. Now, the thing is, and I don't think that this is a trick. I think this is reasonable. When we spend our whole day and we go to sleep and we rest and we refresh and we wake up, it's a new day. I'm not holding you hostage to what you said yesterday. You get to ask again. Do I have to? No. What if I want to? Awesome. Tell me more. Every single day, you get to decide to take the steps, of which there are 3. At your choice, at your choosing, on your time. One of the things that I have noticed recently, now that I'm here and I'm getting ready to do the fan event and I'm seeing more people, I'm getting back in touch with all the lovely people that I've known and I haven't seen in such a long time. I'm noticing a couple of things, especially about a lot of them who have retired. And it reminds me of something that my dad used to say. And that was that we get trained to do the things that we do on a regular basis. And we don't really think of it as training. It just becomes our habit. You know, we get up at certain times, we get an alarm clock if somebody expects to see us at a specific time. So we give ourselves, time to get dressed and face the front and brush our teeth and eat our breakfast and get in the car and deal with traffic and find parking. And so however long that interval takes from waking up, that's when we set the alarm so that we can show up when people are expecting us. Okay. Then it becomes a habit that we set an alarm in the morning. Do we have to? No. We do it for our convenience. So when the alarm goes off, how much sense does it make to go, oh God, it's the alarm? No, it was our choice. We chose to figure out how to pay our bills by getting a job. We chose to have things we needed to pay for. We got the job, yay. They give us money, yay. We made a deal that we would be there for X o'clock. To make sure that we don't wake up in a mad scramble and run around screaming, we got an alarm clock. All of those things were our decisions. All of those things were little tools that we put together, little steps, little decisions we made to give us the freedom to do what we want to do it our way, to live our way. We want to live inside, out of the elements. We want to be able to have food available. We want to be able to get in a vehicle of some kind. We want to have clothes on us when it's hot and cold and wet and dry. Okay, if we want those things, then we have to figure out how to get them. All our choice. No one is saying you must. Nobody. I don't want to wear clothes. Fine, don't. Can't come here though. Why not? Because here, people like us who come here, we wear clothes. And believe me, as we get older, really clothes are a real asset. So the idea, oh God, the alarm, oh God, oh God, your choice. You don't want to do it? Don't do it. Do something else. Go be a hermit. Go do something else. Get a different job. Oh, you like the stuff. Well, then it's all your choice. The programs that people come up with that tell us how to get from A to B their way, they're not really talking to us. They're not really thinking about how difficult it is for us. So we have 24 hours. We all do, 24 hours. You know what's really interesting? We all manage to fill all of them. Like at the end of the 24 hours, we don't have stuff left over. Like at the end of the day, we don't say, gosh, I got 6 hours left. What am I going to do with it? We don't have that. We all manage to use up all the 24 hours every day. Okay, if somebody says, okay, so in addition to everything that you're doing, you know, your family, your friends, your community, all the different tribes you belong to, here's what you need to do to qualify to do this. Blah, 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 blah. And people say, yes. And then about 15 minutes in, they say, no. What the hell? I can't do that. I can't afford that. Oh my God, look at the money they want me to spend. Look at the time. I don't have time for that. I thought they said it was only 3 hours a week. Well, it is after after the initial 72 hours that you need to add to your regular 24. Eventually, it'll only be 3. But so I'm telling you, there's only 3 steps. And it's the absolute truth. Do I have to? No. Great. Carry on. Do what you were doing. I'm not happy. Sucks to be you. I thought you had a program. I do. Well, what do I have to do? Nothing. You don't have to do anything. Oh, I see. What if I want to? Awesome. Why aren't you telling me? Well, because you haven't asked. It's lovely to want things. You know, I wanted to be taller when I was 10. I am. I didn't have to do anything. Just stand there, and eventually I wanted to lose weight because you know what? You can do that too. So how do we get from do I have to? Well, what if I want to? Okay. Tell me more. Okay, but I'm not going to tell you anything until you uncross your arms because you're all defensive now. I'm not going to make you do anything. All right. Tell me more. Okay. What would you like to know? Well, how long is it going to take me? As long as you want. Really? Yep. Well, all these other programs, they say they take, 6 months or a year. I said, well, that's that program. I'm sure they do. Well, can you help me do this? Yes, I can. How long does it take? I don't know. I don't know. You're the first time I've worked with you. This is you. It'll take you as long as it takes you. Well, how many steps? I don't know. How can I know? You haven't told me what you want. You've said, what if I want to? If you want to, it's awesome. Okay, tell me the who, what, when, where, why, and how. I'd be delighted. Have a seat. Can I get you a coffee? It's only 3 steps. And you only ask every morning. And if you start by saying, do I have to? No. Carry on. What if I want to? Awesome. Awesome. Tell me what I need to do. Tell me what I have to do. No, sorry, there is no have to. There is no have to. Are there hurdles? Are there objectives? Yes, of course. Of course. To get from here to there? Yes. If you're standing here and you want to get 1 step over, you have to move your foot. Up to you, though. That's a good spot you're already in. It's all on us. Very simple. 3 steps maximum. After that, it's just stuff. My girlfriend, Carol, goes for a walk every day. Every day, rain or shine. Why? She loves walking. She loves it. She likes getting outside. She likes the fresh air. Does she count the steps? She might have at the beginning. It's not about the steps. She loves to walk. She loves to be outside in the fresh air. She says to me, "You want to go for a walk?" Depends. Where are we going? I have this whole issue with shoes. I'm not climbing anything. I'll tell you that right now. Level playing field, I'm in. So that's my condition. 3 hours? Oh, not 3 hours. How about half an hour? I'll go for a walk for half an hour. Sure. Why don't we walk from my place to the stores? Everything is what we choose. And this thing that I was starting to say a couple of seconds ago, was that when people reach a destination, when they reach the end of something that was framed by and became their routine because of the habits that they developed, the alarm clock, to put the clothes on before you leave the house, to get in the car, make sure you have fuel before you get in the car. So get the fuel the night before. That way, if you're running late, all that sort of thing. It becomes a habit. And then something changes. So let's say it was going to school. Okay, school ends. You graduated. Now what? Well, now you don't have a set of habits to follow anymore. So, do I have to do anything? No. You mean I could just do nothing all day? Up to you. So people try that. They get bored. Or they don't. They find things that keep them busy all the time. Happy as clams. Good for them. If they come back and say, okay, maybe what if I want to do something? Awesome. What do you want to do? I don't know. All right. Want to talk about it? Yeah. Curiosity. What my dad used to say was, when people end a career, when people end a relationship, when people end a process that we have navigated using steps that became our habits, it's time to come up with something new. Nature doesn't like a vacuum. When one thing ends, another has to begin. It's the way it is. So if the job ends and we feel victimized, we feel exhausted, we feel overwhelmed, we feel that we've just lost our oomph, okay, rest then. Choose rest. Do I have to? No. Oh, what if I want to? Good. Awesome. How do I rest? I haven't rested my whole life. I don't know. Let's discuss it. Let's find out the who, what, when, where, why, and how. Revisit the conversation every morning. You're not held hostage. It's all on you. From victim to curiosity is one question. Do I have to? No. Long silence. If you're happy, the silence continues. If you're curious, you ask the next question, don't you? What if I want to? I know what have to is. What if I want to? Ah, awesome. I'm still not going to tell you stuff. So, Eddie, something ends, new one begins, develop new habits. Only if we want to. There is no demand. There is nobody with a thing over our heads saying, start something new. There is no requirement. We are in charge. We are in charge. Something ends. Good. Sit down. Take a rest. Breathe. Have a sandwich. All of those, by the way, are decisions that you make. We don't have to develop anything unless we want to. There's no book that says we have to. Transformation in 3 steps. Transformation. Mindset transformation. We change our mind. We take a different path. First, we change the way we're thinking. We change the way we're feeling. We change our attitude. And the next thing, curiosity appears. And curiosity is the trigger. Curiosity is the portal to everything. Nothing is impossible. We just have to want to. Now, I always say that there's actually 3 mental stages that we go through. One is victim. Let's call it neutral, shifting gear. The neutral, the shifting gear, the possibility of going out of one gear into another. That's curiosity. That's our hub in the wheel. Victim, curiosity, volunteer. After volunteer, when we love it, and only if we love it, and we develop an appetite for it. So curiosity plus hunger plus passion plus drive equals Viking. And we can do anything. 3 steps. Victim, volunteer, Viking. 3 steps. Isn't that incredible? Anything is possible in 3 steps. First, we have to ask the question. Do I have to? No. What if I want to? Awesome. Okay. Tell me more. How do you like it so far? I love it. Welcome, Viking. It is that simple. Does it take time? Sure, everything takes time. You have 24 hours in a day. Everything takes time. Timing is not what this is about. This is about mindset. This is about attitude. This is about choosing. And it's all yours to own. Not mine, not anyone else's. It's all yours. You have all the power. You have everything when you become curious. The victim says, do I have to? Nope. Try it sometime. Do I have to? No. And then say nothing. Say nothing. Look at them or don't look at them. If they don't get curious, you didn't want them anyway because they didn't want to be there. If we don't have something to do that we can name, like mow the lawn or paint that picture or climb that hill, we still have something to do. We still fill the time. We fill it with nothing. The equation just described the past few weeks. I believe it's some curiosity. Yes, 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 exactly. So Eddie and I have been talking the last few days, the last few weeks. Opportunity comes along all the time. All the time. If we're not looking at it, if we have our eyes closed, if we're face down on the kitchen floor saying, oh my God, we don't see it. We don't hear it. It just keeps on going. Keeps knocking. Dum, 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 dum. Somebody else opens the door and says, oh, opportunity. Come right in. It's ours to own. One of the people I was talking to, oh my God, I was thinking, I really should, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Yeah. If you think so, then you're right. I'm so busy. I know. Busy is crazy stuff. Well, are you working out? I try. Sometimes I forget. I have my equipment right beside my bed. When I walk by it, the equipment doesn't say anything. It's just equipment. It's stuff, right? It's me doing it saying, the equipment's over there. The other part of me, I know, but I'm busy. Okay, just saying. Equipment's just sitting there, just equipment. It's not saying, it's not doing that. It's equipment. My choice. To do it or not do it, my choice. If I'm not going to do it, don't sit around thinking about it all day. For God's sake. Yoda, do or not do. There is no try. So, do I need to work out? Sure. Or I need to be busy? Yes. Why? Because the body is meant to be doing stuff. Otherwise, it wouldn't be here. So the decision is simple. Do I have to? Nope. Oh, okay. Thanks. You're welcome. If I have a boat and I need to get from here to over there, and by the way, I wasn't born knowing this. The number of times I have cajoled reluctant dragons into my boat, and then I've been offended and confused and shocked that they didn't want to do anything. Well, hello. I was a reluctant dragon when you dragged me into the boat. What did you think I was going to become? A sugar plum fairy? Apparently not. Hard lesson to learn. Because when I brought them into the boat, you know what I had to do? My job and theirs. Do I have to? Yes. Why? It's my boat. Whose dumb idea was it? How many times did I do it? So many, really. So many times. Why isn't this getting any better? Things have to get better. No, they don't. You know why? They're things. Things don't change. People change things. It's a pen. This is a pen, right? It's a pen. It's got my face on it. A little face. There it is. Hello. So this is my pen. If I don't use it, you know what? It doesn't run out of ink. If I don't click the thingy, the what's it doesn't come out with the ink in it. It's just a pen. There. Is it writing anything? No. It's a pen. Does it do it? Things have to get better. No. They have to. No. They don't have to. Would we like them better? What if I wanted them better? Awesome. It's all on us. So the simple fact is, if somebody tells you there are 47 steps to get from here to there, they don't know what they're talking about. If people can't describe your transformation in words that are about you, it's not your transformation. It's not your process. It's theirs. Would you like to learn their process, acquire their knowledge, their technique? Awesome. You won't do it the way they do it. We're not clones. You will take their instructions and take their technique, and you'll put a few of your own embellishments on it. It's human nature to do that because we are all different. There's a great story, a theater story. On Broadway, in professional theater, the director is with you until opening night, and then they go on to do the next job that they're given. In amateur theater, the director is there throughout and carries on and talks to everybody every night. So professional theater, the actors came down on opening night. The director was there. Congratulations. Way to go. Excellent show. Carry on. Be wonderful. So about 3 weeks later, the actors came down after the show into the area where they have a coffee or something to eat, have a drink. It's called the green room for no particular reason. And they came down and there was a notice on the bulletin board from the director. It's 3 weeks later, and it said, rehearsal tomorrow, 10 a.m. to remove the improvements. The director had stopped by, and everybody in 3 weeks, every single person had just added this little thing, and the next person had added that little thing. And so at the end of it, of course, after 3 weeks, with everybody changing just one little thing, it was a completely different show. And the director had set in motion with them, for them, by them, because everything morphs. So the conversation today is about simple and ownership. Why do I have to take so many steps? The answer is you don't. None of us have to take any steps. If we are curious, if we are excited, if we are ready, if we are hungry, there aren't so many steps. It's a journey. It's an opportunity to grow, to change, to learn, to do so much more than survive, than to eke out a day. It's our opportunity to thrive. When we set a goal for ourselves, and we achieve that goal, on a scale of 1 to yoo-hoo, how do we feel? We feel amazing. Why? Because we want something, we work for it, we achieve it gradually, make a mistake, say, oh yeah, no, I have to do that. Okay, right. And fix it and get better at it. And the more you practice, the gooder you get. And all of a sudden, it's working. It's awesome. It's amazing. Was it a lot of steps? No. Was it easy? It was hard work. Did I like it? Yeah. It wasn't hard work. It was something that I wanted to do. Did I feel good afterwards? Did I have aches and pains? Oh my gosh, yes, the first time. Oh my God. It's a funny story we tell. The first time way back in the day when I had my first television show before You Can't Do That, I had this entertainment show called Seen From Here on CBC. And they had me going and trying things in the community. It was very entertaining. Yeah. There was a gym that had just come out with this Nautilus equipment. I don't know why they used the word Nautilus, except maybe the first syllable, not. Is your name Abby Hagyard? Not for you. Go away. So anyway, I used all the equipment in the gym on camera, every single one of them. And they do this. Okay, yeah, do that. Okay, do this. Yeah. The next morning, I couldn't get out of bed. I'm not kidding you. I tend to exaggerate about a lot of things. I'm not kidding you. I had to roll out of the bed onto the floor and crawl, moaning to the bathroom. Oh my God. I used the door handle on the bathroom to haul myself up. Hanging on, swing the door, other hand on the sink. Oh my God. Looked in the mirror. Show business. Fame. And I thought, what special kind of idiot does all that from a standing start? Ow. I called my boss. It hurt to punch the buttons on the phone. I'm in pain. And she said, well, I wondered, Abby, I was thinking to myself, she must be in great shape to do all that. I have to go and lie down now. So the steps that we set for ourselves are all on us. The steps that people invite us to take, we're tone deaf and we deserve rejection if we try to impose our goals and our enthusiasm on other people. We can't do that. We cannot make people something they don't want themselves. We can't change someone. If they love me enough, they'll change. Maybe. But just by you standing there looking like Camille doesn't mean they're going to change. It'll be all them, all their idea. How many steps? Honestly, truly, 3. And the wonderful thing is that this is the foundation of Pivotry. Pivotry is personal excellence. Not by being Superman or Superwoman or super end table. By choosing the you that owns the moment. By mirroring the energy it takes to thrive. It's not do more to be more. We are all of it. We simply have to make the decision to choose, to shift from do I have to what if I want to? And that isn't something that we have to climb on top of and bash ourselves over the heads with. When our curiosity wakes up, we're ready. If we're not curious, we're not ready. What do we need then? If we're exhausted? I saw this thing this morning. I looked at it and I said, yes, I need to say this. I need to say this over and over and over again. We are feeling rudderless. When we have no instructions, when there's no one who knows what they're doing, no one we can mirror to learn how, we feel rudderless. We feel lost. We feel confused. We feel frightened. And what we are looking for is traction in a distracted world. When we're distracted, we're not engaged. We're in neutral, spinning our wheels. Hit the gas all you want. You're not going to go anywhere. What we seek is safety. What we seek is knowledge. What we seek is traction so that we can get from here to where we want to be. Eddie says it's a different kind of tired at the end of the day when you love what you're doing. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Because it's not empty tired. It's full. It's job well done. Happy sigh. Looking forward to tomorrow. It's a very different kind of tired. Nicely put, Eddie, nicely put. We need traction in a distracted world. Everything has come unglued. We need glue. Where do we find it? Well, we find it when we're ready, when we're curious, and we say, I want more. When we stop saying, do I have to? And we start saying, what if I want to? Because when we are curious, opportunity appears. Every time. Every time. It's amazing. When we stop saying, poor me, when we stop saying, oh, yeah, we start saying, You know what happens when we look up and we say, oh, we can see more. Wait, is that a ship? Wait, is that an island? Wait, is that a sail of shoes? 3 steps. And the only commitment we need to make is to ourselves. Not to do 50 push-ups. Not to do the plank for 30 seconds. We can do that eventually if we want to. The only commitment we need to make to ourselves is to become curious. To stop thinking, do I have to, like a victim, and start thinking, well, what if I want to? Like a volunteer. All we have to do, and really that's only 2 steps. I just gave you a 30% off deal. Freddie, I woke up on Tuesday at 3:45 a.m. See, Freddie was keen. Freddie had a job he wanted to do. He was excited to do it. It meant a lot to him, and he woke up at 3:45 a.m. I have wakened up at 3:45 a.m. on occasion, deliberately, because I wanted to, seldom. And when you look at the clock and you think, all right, 3:45, I've got this much time and I need to get there. It's exciting because I have become a volunteer. I have signed on. I'm excited to see what happens next. So that's the conversation today. 3 steps from where you are to where it gets exciting. All your choice. Nobody pushing you. And there are no other conditions. There's no secret, oh, well, they didn't tell me about that. No, it doesn't change. Ask those 3 questions every morning. Do I have to? No. Oh. What if I want to? Awesome. Okay, what do I do next? Tell me the who, what, when, where, why. I'd be glad to. I'm glad you asked. And that's it. And the world opens up for us. I have this image that I've created for Pivotry in motion. And I think it is, well, I didn't create it, I found it and I licensed it because I think it's perfection. And what the image is, so that's me in the corner, but over here, and I'm gonna bring it up as close as I can to the camera so you can really see it. I want to make sure you can see it. So what the image is, it's a sunrise on the ocean, but what matters is it's a heavy link chain, and the chain gradually transforms, and every link in the chain becomes a bird flying free. And the slogan is, claim your hidden power and free yourself to be. To be what, Abby? Anything you want. Anything you want. Claim your hidden power. What's my hidden power? Curiosity. Curiosity. Claim your hidden power and free yourself to be. That's Pivotry. Isn't that cool? Isn't that incredible? And for every person who feels exhausted, for every person who is overwhelmed, for every person who is several quarts low on hugs and attaboys, and I know you don't got this right now. You will. Can I make you a sandwich? All you have to do is say, yes, please. I would like a sandwich. Yes, please. I would like a hug. Yes, please. That's it. And they will come. Because that's how it works. That's how it works. Nature hates a vacuum. Yes, please. Nature says, here you go. The universe says, here you go. Abby says, I'm glad you asked. Let's begin. Pivotry in motion. Best thing that has ever visited itself upon me in my entire life. I'm excited. Anyway, now looking at the time, oh my gosh, 55 minutes. Sorry, took a little longer, but I think it's worth it. The most important thing I would love to have you take away from this is where you want to be is ready and waiting. It really is. It can't come to you until you're curious, until you say, what if I want to? Tell me how it's done. Then it appears. And we will talk about that a lot as time goes on. Meantime, the weekend is upon us. I'm going to be on Rogers Television tomorrow afternoon talking about Fanaticon. Today is the 3rd of August. Fanaticon is on the 13th of August. That's 10 days away. That's 9 sleeps. Oh my gosh. Lance said, what are you going to have in your booth? Everything. Have the bag. What do you really do at your booth? I was thinking about that because I know that Derek Fage, the host of the show I'm going to be on tomorrow, I know he's going to say, what do you do at your booth? And you know what I'm going to say? I create fame. Want to be famous? How long does it take? 15 minutes. You ever heard the expression, 15 minutes of fame? Stick with me, kid. And then I'm going to show him. He's going to say, oh my God, Abby. And every single person who has been to my booth in the past will say she does. Absolutely. She's not lying. And every single person who is planning to come to my booth is going to say, really? I'd like to see that. And you will. So it's fabulous. It costs $15 to come for the whole day. Kids come in free. Where else can you get a deal like that, right? It's on Coventry Road. Abby Warhol. That's pretty funny. So Ottawa, if you're familiar with Ottawa, if you're going to be in Ottawa, there's a highway that goes through the center of Ottawa. It's called the Queensway, Highway 417. The exit is the Vanier Parkway, Vanier, Vanier Parkway. You get off, you turn right at the first lights, and that's the complex. You turn right immediately into the first driveway. It's the conference center, the Ottawa Conference Center at the Marriott Hotel. Park, go in the door, hand them your $15, and prepare to have amazing fun all day. Doors open for the VIPs at 10 o'clock. Their ticket is a little different. Doors open for the regular public at 11. We are done at 5 o'clock. There's a cosplay contest. So if you want to come and win a prize, there's a wonderful opportunity to win the big cosplay champion belt. And you get all kinds of good, fabulous stuff next year. You get to be featured and everything. And then there's just a whole ton of fun. Fanaticon is a place where fans love who we are because of what we do. And they want to come and hang out with us. It's primarily a show for toys and collectibles because that's Lance's first passion. And so he's created a show that is all about the stuff that makes him smile. It also has other things, and it has celebrities from shows that are some of your favorites. Me, for instance. And you get to hang out and talk with people and buy stuff and look at stuff and listen to great music because there's a fabulous DJ and a stage. You get to take part in the cosplay contest. After you've paid your $15, that's it. If you don't want to spend a dime, don't. It's a fabulous, fabulous day. This is the 4th year he's been doing it, and I have been invited back every year because he now calls me Fanaticon Mom, and we just have a great time. So I hope you can come if you're in the area, and if not, send your friends and tell them to tell you what it was like. And I will have all kinds of surprises for you when you come to my booth, guaranteed. I do it every year. So That's what I'm gearing up for this weekend. I know you guys are going to be busy doing all kinds of wonderful things. Remember the 3 steps. If anybody tells you it's more than 3 steps, they're not listening to you. It's 3 steps. Do I have to? No. What if I want to? Awesome. Okay. Tell me more. I'd be glad to. And that's all there is. Promise. Okay. You know the drill. Be good to you. You're worth it. Remember to hug your loved ones. And I thank thee for joining me. I'll catch you next time. Mwah.